Hey there, I'm Carl. So, you're thinking about buying a car, huh? Well, buckle up because this isn't just any purchase. It's like adopting a four-wheeled child that eats gas, demands insurance, and occasionally throws a tantrum with a check engine light. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through the wild world of car buying without making you feel like you need a degree in rocket science. Let's get rolling. First things first, let's talk money. Buying a car is like going on a first date. Start by figuring out how much you can afford. And no, I don't mean how much can I stretch my credit card until it screams. How much can you comfortably spend without eating instant noodles for the next 3 years? If you're paying cash, great. You're already winning at life. But if you're like most of us and need a loan, here's the golden rule. Your car payment, including insurance and maintenance, should not be more than 20% of your monthly income. Trust me, you don't want to be the person driving a fancy car but living in it because you can't afford rent. Oh, and don't forget to factor in the hidden costs. Gas, insurance, maintenance, and the occasional parking ticket, because let's be real, we've all been there. Now let's tackle the age-old question. Should you buy a new car or a used car? It's like choosing between a shiny new iPhone or your cousin's slightly cracked hand-me-down phone. Both have their pros and cons. A new car is like a fresh relationship. Everything's perfect, it smells amazing, and it comes with a warranty, but it also loses value faster than a melting ice cream cone on a hot day. That's called depreciation, and it's the reason your brand new car is worth 20% less the second you drive it off the lot. On the other hand, a used car is like dating someone who's been around the block. It's cheaper, but you might inherit some baggage, aka repairs. The sweet spot? A car that's 2 to 3 years old. It's still reliable, but someone else has already taken the depreciation hit. Win-win. Alright, let's talk about comparing prices. This is where you channel your inner detective. Don't just walk into a dealership and fall in love with the first car you see. That's like marrying the first person who swipes right on your dating profile. Risky. Use websites where you can find used cars for sale so you can compare prices. There are plenty to choose from, and don't be afraid to negotiate. Dealers expect it. Think of it like haggling at a flea market, but instead of a vintage lamp, you're getting a set of wheels. Oh, and if you're buying used, always get a vehicle history report. It's like a car's medical record. You want to know if it's been in any accidents or has a shady past. Let's dive into financing, because unless you're rolling in cash, you'll probably need a loan. Here's the deal. Not all loans are created equal. Some have low interest rates, and others, well, let's just say they're designed to make the bank rich, not you. Before you step foot in a dealership, get pre-approved for a loan from your bank or credit union. This way, you'll know your interest rate and budget up front. Dealerships might offer financing too, but it's often more expensive. Think of it like buying a burger at a fancy restaurant versus making one at home. It's the same thing, but one costs way more. And please, for the love of all things holy, read the fine print. You don't want to sign up for a 7-year loan on a car that'll fall apart in 5. That's like agreeing to pay for a gym membership you'll never use. Just don't do it. Now let's talk about insurance. It's like that annoying friend who always shows up uninvited but saves your butt when things go wrong. The cost of insurance depends on your car, your driving record, and even where you live. Here's a tip. Get insurance quotes before you buy the car. A flashy sports car might look cool, but if the insurance costs more than the car itself, maybe rethink your life choices. And don't forget to ask about discounts. Good grades, safe driving, or even bundling with your home insurance can save you some cash. Buying a car is just the beginning. You also need to think about maintenance. It's like adopting a pet. You can't just feed it and forget about it. Cars need oil changes, tire rotations, and the occasional repair. Some cars are cheaper to maintain than others. For example, a Toyota Corolla is like the golden retriever of cars, low maintenance and reliable. But a luxury car? That's more like a high-maintenance cat that demands premium food and spa days. And if you're buying used, set aside some money for repairs. Think of it as a just-in-case fund, because when your car breaks down at the worst possible moment, and it will, you'll be glad you did. Truck or city car? It all depends on your lifestyle. If you're hauling lumber every weekend or dreaming of off-road adventures, a truck might be your best bet. But if you're navigating tight city streets and parallel parking like it's an Olympic sport, a compact car is your friend. Just remember, trucks are great until you have to fill up the gas tank. It's like feeding a hungry hippo, expensive and never-ending. So think about how you'll actually use the car before you commit. Finally, always, always, always take a test drive. This is your chance to see if the car feels right. Does it handle well? Is the seat comfortable? Listen to any strange sounds. Does it turn to the right if you turn the steering wheel to the left? Does the radio pick up your favorite station? These are the important questions. And don't be shy. Test the brakes, check the blind spots, and make sure there's enough legroom for your tall uncle who always complains about everything. If something feels off, walk away. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Or cars on the lot. Last but not the least, check if the car is somehow connected to any parking tickets, debt, or any other financial issues, because that could be a nasty surprise for you. All right, future car owner, you're now armed with the knowledge to buy a car without losing your mind or your wallet. Remember, it's not just about finding a car, it's about finding the right car for you. So take your time, do your research, and don't let anyone pressure you into a decision. And hey, if all else fails, just remember, the best car is the one that gets you from point A to point B without breaking the bank or your spirit. Happy driving. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving tips. See you next time.